Hello everybody, it's Sandy Bacus here, and I am here today. It is Monday, and here I go looking at the calendar again, and I just looked at it before I started. It is the 6th of August, and it's about 11 a.m., and I'm here to do a quick snippet just to let you know that I finished the book I had been reading, and I also am taking Home Sweet Home out of the rotation and will be bringing in something else. So first of all, here's the book that I finished. This was Ken Follett's A Column of Fire, and this was the third book in the trilogy, and I believe that it was the Kingsbridge. I kept getting, I think it's the Kingsbridge series is what they call it. And these books were all huge, and they covered huge time periods. This one, the first two, from the first page, I was in the book all the way through to the end. This one, the beginning kind of dragged for me. But because it was the third book in the trilogy, I kept on with it. And about a third way through the book, it started picking up, and the further I went, the faster I wanted to read. And when I got towards the end of the book, I just really sped through those last pages. This is historical fiction, and it's based in Europe, basically England, but it also delves into France and Spain, and it has a lot to do with Mary, Queen of Scots, and Elizabeth at that time. This was in the 1500s. Good book. I would recommend this trilogy to anybody who is really into historical fiction, and it really made me, they've been advertising a movie. I believe the name of the movie is Mary, Queen of Scots, and it kind of made me think, gee, maybe I do want to see that movie, where before I really didn't think I'd have an interest, but after finishing this book, I really think that I do want to. So there's that. Get this back to the library. Okay, Home Sweet Home, Design Works kit. It is, I'm stitching this on 14 count Aida. I believe it's like a ivory or a cream color. It doesn't really say on here, it just says Aida cloth. And here's where I'm at with this. Let me fold this just a little bit so it has, I can get it into the, here is where I'm at. And what I stitched on this time was a whole bunch of this tablecloth here. Finished up a few little stitches in here, and some of this up in here. This is going to be a little dog up in here. Or is it a dog or no, it's a mouse. Yeah, it's a mouse that's sitting there on the table next to the cat and the dog. And I finished up these letters in here and some of the back stitching here. And so now, oh, and I did this bowl down here. So it's going out of my rotation now, and I think that next up is Japanese Garden, and you know how much I love Japanese Garden, so I will probably really be stitching on that. I'm continuing with the quilt blocks and also with the birds, so I will come back in a couple of days, or it may be the end of the week, depends on how much stitching I get done and if I have anything else to show you. So for now, I'm just going to say, hey, oh, you know what? I did have one other thing I was going to say. Sorry. Last video I was talking about my anxiety level was really high. Well, I've decided that to try to calm that level down, I am kind of distancing myself from social media. And so on my phone, I have turned off all notifications for everything, including Instagram. I am continuing to look at Instagram, but I'm kind of just not even going near Facebook. at least for the time being. So if you were used to seeing me comment or used to seeing me like something and you don't see me there, of course I doubt whether anybody's going to notice whether I'm there or not, because people have so many other people following them. But if anybody would notice that I seem a little MIA, that's why I've just kind of pulled back. And I do have some pictures to put up on Instagram, and I will be doing that, but just pulling back for a little bit. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to say goodbye now for real, and I'll see you in my next clip. Bye-bye. Hi, it's Friday, and I am shooting the second clip of my video. I've already done this once today, and the last thing that I said was I talk too much, and I do, and I decided to delete the video. So I'm starting over again, and hopefully this time I won't spend so much time talking about, after I listen to it, nothing. So, hey, hi everybody. I'm so glad you're here. If I didn't say it in the first clip, I want to welcome everybody back. Old subscribers, new subscribers. If you're just stopping in to check me out, I hope that you will subscribe. Please like, please comment. I always appreciate getting those comments so that I know that people are interested. So thanks so much. So let's get started. Hopefully I will do better this time. All right, I did, rewatching that video, I did make some notes. I had some questions on my previous video, and I kind of wanted to quickly address those. Someone had asked me about the new medication. They would like to know what it is, if it worked for me. I took it once. It put me to sleep pretty much for 2 days, so it's not going to work for me. I don't want to take something that puts me in a non-functioning state, so we'll just skip over that. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Okay, next question. Someone asked me about the bluebirds that I was doing, and let me reach over here and grab. That would be this one that I am doing for my granddaughter for her birthday, and wanted to know what the name of it was. Well, it's a magazine pattern, so usually the name that's in the magazine is not the actual name when the chart's released, but they called it It's Almost Spring. It came from a magazine called Cross Stitch Magazine, and it's Cross Stitch ! Magazine. I have no idea what issue. It was just in the magazine, but I did do some research to try to help you. The name of the designer was Su Hoopingarner, and I will put her name below. I did do some searches, and I found a website where it listed a bunch of her patterns in magazines and what issues they were. That was pretty much all I could find out. There was nothing on Etsy under her name. On Amazon, there is one pattern that comes up. It's not exactly like this, but it's similar. It's $3.45, I think, for a booklet of 6 little birds. So you might want to check that out. And also to that person, and sorry I did not write down your name. When I'm done with this, I would, since you asked about it, I will gladly pass it along to you. So just leave me a comment and let me know that it was you that left the previous comment and that you are interested in this. And when I'm done with it, I will send it along and pass the stash. Okay, I think that takes care of that. Okay, I do owe someone an apology, and I did not write down the name. I'm going to have to get better at that. I had shown last week some charts that hadn't been claimed, and one of them was some little Halloween ornaments. So someone left me a comment and said, I would like the Halloween ornaments. Well, before I got that comment, I had gone back and looked at some prior comments, and saw that someone actually had requested that prior to that time. It was a whole bunch of stuff together, and I had told them to ask for mini designs, and someone had asked for it. So I had already sent that out in the mail to them before I got the comment asking for the Halloween ornaments. So I'm sorry, I apologize. I am going to have to get much better at that so that I don't make those kinds of mistakes. So that chart is gone. Okay, I would like to go ahead and do the giveaway for the last charts. And since I've already done this once, everything is now in reverse order here. So let's try to do this. Okay, this one here that I had stitched, okay, where is that? Oh, Ramona Brooks had asked for this, and so I'll send that out to Ramona. And then the waist canvas booklet was requested by Beatty Hyde, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. It's B-E-A-T-E, last name Hyde. I will send this out to you. You are out of the U.S., so it'll take it a little while longer to get to you, but it will be coming. Okay, those were the giveaways that I had. Now, I have some new charts to show. I tried to find some Halloween stuff. I didn't have too much Halloween stuff left. I have a ton of Christmas, so I'm really going to start showing Christmas starting the next time. I decided to change, rather than showing these on Friday and giving them away the following Friday, I really don't think that I'm allowing people enough time to get a chance to watch the video and comment on the video, because several times now people have asked me for a chart during the following week, and I've already promised them out that prior Friday. So what I'm going to do is each week when I show you charts, I am going to give you a date that the giveaway will be open until. And I will continue to do that, try to keep better records, and hopefully that will work better. So I have a few charts to show today. These, if you watch my video between now and August 21st, you can request these. On August 22nd, I will draw the names that are the winners of these charts. I will continue to show more and give you a date. So I hope that makes sense. And I will also put that date in the show notes down below so that you'll know what that is. All right, the first one, I think I've shown this one before. If you're not aware, if you're a new subscriber or something, these magazines are all from the 80s and 90s, late 80s, early to mid 90s. And my mother and I both had subscriptions to these magazines. So consequently, as I've torn these magazines down, I have a lot of duplicates. So you may have a chance to win a chart that maybe you didn't get a chance to win in a prior video. All right, this one is the angel. And if you're interested in this one, remember the rules. Don't say giveaway. You must be 18 so that you can give me your address. Oh shoot, my brain isn't working right now. You can be anywhere in the United States. I'll send them, or anywhere in the world. I will send them anywhere. So just make sure that in your comment you say I would like and the name of the chart that I give you as I show them. And just one second. Okay, my husband just wanted to let me know that he was going out to shoot. He always, because he has to go down a great big hill and come back up a great big hill, he always lets me know when he's going out there to shoot his guns. So anyways, first one is angel. If you're interested in this one, tell me you'd like to stitch the angel. Next one is kind of a cute one here. And some of these have other items behind them, and I think this might have been one of them. Oh yeah, this one also has the charts. It's on the back of this one for the lighthouse and also the sailboat. So if you're interested in this one or these 3 charts, please say you would like to stitch jam. Next one is the pumpkin. Little fall stitching there. And I'll check really quickly here to see if it's just that or if there is anything else here. And yes, there is. There is also this and I think that, is that the one? Yeah, the Halloween banner. I think pretty sure that everything is here for that Halloween banner. Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to put, it probably cost me extra postage, but you know what? I'm going to put these together because these are all Halloween, and in with this other set is actually part of the information or the picture that you need for something in this one. So I'm also going to, this one is going to be included in there. So this is going to be a Halloween bonanza here for this. This is full of specialty stitches, and it also includes, let me find it here, because the picture for this one is actually over here in this group. So I just have to find it here really quick. I'm trying, hold on. I've gotten these pages so mixed up. Where is it? Yes, here it is. It also has the chart for this. And this says, tell me, Mr. Scarecrow, do you think I'm having trouble reading this because it's so dark in here. The sun keeps disappearing, so I didn't turn a light on, and now, okay, tell me, Mr. Scarecrow, do you think I'll fly in fear? I know you're just a man of straw, blindly standing here. I laugh at you, oh Scarecrow, you're really quite the sight. Oh, little man all dressed in rags, who can't put up a fight? Cute. So I'm going to put all those together and tell me you want to stitch Halloween. So this will be a bonanza of charts. Okay, let me put the paper clip back. I'll have to put those back in some kind of order. But anyways. All right, that's it for this time. And then I'll have some more to show you next time. All right, so that'll be the charts. And again, let's see if I can remember this time. Don't say giveaway. You must be 18 to send me your address. I will send them anywhere in the world. And blah, blah, blah. I think that's the same thing I said. And I still feel like I'm not telling you something. But anyways, I think everybody's been here enough that you know what the deal is for the charts. All right. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I did White Wolves, a Dimensions kit that my mother had purchased for herself but never did. And I did it in her memory last year. Well, I think it was probably 16 and 17 I was working on that. And it fell and the frame broke. And I've been trying to get upstairs to get it reframed, but it's really, really hot and humid up there. Finally had a day that was a little bit better. So I have it reframed. And it's a little bit different frame than what I had it in before. I had it in a really light colored frame, but this is one I had. I think this was a Goodwill purchase, and so I've reframed it. And boy, the picture on my computer is just horrible now, and I hope that is not what you see because it looks so grainy. So I'm just going to hope that you're getting a much better picture. But anyways, there is that reframed. I also worked on cutting out some foam core for my spring cardinals. Remember I showed you that like box tray that I was going to mount that on the foam core and stick it down in there, and then have it to where I could change it out with the seasons. Maybe put something winter in there during the winter. Of course, I'd have to stitch something first. But I was cutting on foam core yesterday. God, I hate foam core. Oh my gosh, I hate that stuff with a passion. I couldn't get, I have an X-Acto knife, and I couldn't get that knife to go through that stuff for anything. And then I couldn't cut straight, and I just had so many problems. But I think I finally got it cut to where it will be okay. And now I just have to iron up my fabric and then start pinning it on there and getting it closed up on the back side so that I can put it down in there. So hopefully by the next time that I do a video, you will see Spring Cardinals finished. I just really need to get on that finishing. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to show you were my whips. And I have continued, and it's just getting really dark in here. And I think that I am going to turn on this light here in front of me. It's probably going to glare my glasses up, but I really would like you to be able to see my whips. Oh, I got really, really pink and okay, here we go. Here is my progress on the quilt blocks. And this, if you haven't seen this before, these quilt blocks were designed by Lynette at Homesteading on the Home Front, and she put them out there free. And if you go to Homesteading on the Home Front and hunt back through her, she put them out in, these four were together, and then she's put out some other ones too. So I have completed those down. Then I was going to reverse the order. So I am currently working on this one right here. This is for my daughter's birthday. Her birthday is August 19th. I know that I'm not going to get it done in time for her birthday. I have shown it to my granddaughters, and they just think it's just wonderful. We discussed whether we should put it in a frame or make a wall hanging, and I don't think they quite understood the concept of a wall hanging. And I have never done a wall hanging before, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to decide to do. I think that when my daughter's birthday comes around, I will show it to her and let her know that I'm doing it, and then just keep plugging away at it until I get it totally finished and give it to her. Maybe by Christmas. Because I did those little birds, I need to get that done because that's for my granddaughter, and I hope they're not watching these videos. Oh, I've just been saying up until this point that it was a gift, so I hope they're not watching the videos. But if they are, it is what it is. But that's for my granddaughter's birthday, and her birthday is September 19th, so I'm under the gun, and I don't like being under the gun. Okay, my next item that I've been working on, it was in my rotation, and you know, this is one of my favorites, Japanese garden. And I finally started using a grid because I found that what was happening was I was spending more time. I'd have all these little parts in here that needed to be filled in, and I was spending more time figuring out how to match up what needed to be filled in on here with the chart, and I just felt like I was wasting my time. I wasn't stitching, I was finding all the time. So I'm going to hold this back here to show you exactly where we're at here. I'll get those threads back down there, off of there. Come on, move over here. That's it. Alright, so there we are. There is some stitching right up here. It's half stitches and it's light blue and it's hard to see. But since I put the gridding in there yesterday, I feel like I started making some progress. And so I had planned originally when I started this rotation, this is the first go-round of this rotation. I've only worked on, well, let's see, I have it down here. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think this is the 9th whip that's come up in the rotation. We haven't even made a complete go-round yet. And I've been doing 3 to 4 days per whip, depending on the size of it. I think I will do an extra day on this one. Today would be, hold on, today would be day 4, and I think I'm also going to work a day 5 on this one before I put it up and pull out the next one. Number 1, I love it. Number 2, I'm a full coverage fanatic. And number 3, I just feel like I wasted a lot of time those first 2 days with looking for where I needed to put the stitch in. So, or, you know, I could see where I needed to put it in, but finding it on the chart, I just got so confused with all those boxes. So that's going to be an extra day on that one. Okay, now I got to stop waffling because I'm going to do it again. All right, I did have a new start. You know, I bought a lot of charts and I've been getting them kitted up, and I decided, you know what, doesn't matter how many whips I have. I'm going to do these starts, get a few stitches in on them, and I'll just put them in my rotation then. And eventually I'll come back to them, and eventually I'll have some finishes, and so we'll just keep going. So I'm going to reach over here and show you what my new start is. And I had this already put away because I thought that my video was going to stand, but all right. I think most of you have seen this. I said that, oh, and I'm sorry for that glare. There, is that a little better? I said I was going to start this year. In November, my husband and I will have been married for 40 years. Unbelievable, but it's true. And yes, I did get married when I was 10. Not really. It was more like almost 30, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyways, because it was a second marriage for both of us. So, Love Never Fails, Barbara Anna Designs. It's not my usual style, but I liked the verse on this, and so I decided this was going to be our anniversary sampler. And I had a tiny little start on it, and so far, I'm enjoying it. It's not much, but it's a little tiny start. And this material is Heroic. It's 14 count. It is, I got it uptown at the little, my L&S, and cost me a fortune, but we're not going to talk about that. But I think it's a hand-dyed Ada, Heroic. It has like the blue streaks in it, and I don't know if you can tell that by just looking at this little part of it, but it's beautiful. It's a really nice neutral. Okay, so I think that's about it. So this is, I think I cut off at least 10 minutes from the prior video, so that's good. So I'm going to wrap this up. We'll merge clip 1 and clip 2 together and get this uploaded. And I want to wish happy stitching week to everybody. Good weather, you know the drill, all of it. And send out my love and hugs to everybody. And I will see you again real soon. Bye.